Recently, I asked my wife of 43 years, "What do you like most about me? My rugged good looks or my athletic body?" She looked at me and from head to toe and then replied, "I like your amazing sense of humor." Well, based on our conversation, at least you can tell that I'm well balanced. In fact, that's what I'd like to talk to you about, balance. I remember reading a joke where an elderly woman was using an ATM and asked a man standing near her to help her check her balance. So he pushed her over. Maybe it's not that humorous. There is a principle that if we become too invested in one aspect of our life at the expense of the others, we can tip over. Have you ever heard the axiom that we lose our health to make money, then lose that money to restore our health? Of course, it's important to work hard, but it is important also to give time to your health, your love, your family, your friends, because nobody will really remember the meetings, degrees, or overtime that we spent upon our death. We live in a crazy time, in a crazy world, with crazy pressures putting crazy demands on us, requiring crazy schedules, and we have crazy expectations of ourselves. Our society is filled with workaholics, exerciseaholics, foodaholics, TVaholics, and even Facebookaholics. As a people, we have become unbalanced, and to that degree, we have forfeited the peace and happiness that we're actually chasing. For some, to recapture this balance will require only a minor course change. For others, it will require heroic measures, but it will be so worth it. What does life balance actually mean? Is it really attainable? What does it entail, and what is the payoff? Life balance is a state of bringing all of your activities, relationships, desires, and needs into a state of equilibrium to where each receives the time and energy they require without robbing other dimensions of their attention. We probably all know someone who has destroyed their marriage because they gave everything to their career. Or someone who's underachieved in their education because they spent too much time on the ski slope or at the beach. No doubt modern life is a juggling act. And if we concentrate too much attention on one specific ball, we will probably drop some of the others. Years ago, I had a personal experience with this principle. I decided to run a marathon. I became fanatic, extremist. Everything in my life took second place. My relationships suffered. My practice patient flow decreased by 25%. I became like a one-note pianist. After the race was over, I realized that what had happened to me, and I put my love of running into its proper priority. And it was such a relief. It was almost like I was being released from jail. I still run often to this day, but it's just one of the balls that I juggle. Now let me share with you some very simple ways to get control and balance back into your life. Now notice that I say simple, not easy. The process is different, custom-made for each of us. Number one, watch who you hang around with. Avoid whiners and people who have poor attitudes. They're toxic. I'm reminded of the Jack Nicholson movie, As Good as It Gets, when he said to Helen Hunt's character, "You make me want to be a better man." Now that's the kind of friends that you want. Pay attention to your health. Eat well. Exercise regularly and sensibly. Use wisdom and don't wait for a crisis to make that change. Value your time. It may require some budgeting just like your finances do. Learn to say no to things and people that would tip your balance. Sometimes it helps to work hard in shorter packets of time and then move on to another interest. Variety can feel like a mini vacation. Nurture your family relationships. Make your time with your loved ones quality time. Lighten up, joke, play, and laugh lots. Pamper yourself regularly. Get a massage, buy yourself a treat, read a fun book, go to the movies. Jettison what clearly isn't working for you. Take a day off for some personal R&R. Now, if you're brave enough, ask your closest loved ones how they think you're doing with balance. Now be prepared for some surprising responses and be willing to do something about it. As you bring your life into a more beneficial equilibrium, you should feel less overwhelmed, more at peace, and certainly more relaxed, and even have lower blood pressure. I've heard it said that there is no need to drag yourself through life. Let go of the struggle and give yourself the time and the love to find balance.